So on my channel, I've watched some videos about Canadian memes before, always very enjoyable, good insight into Canadian life, and someone recommended this. It's America versus Canada meme battle, and yeah, I thought that would be interesting. This is even a funny one to start. You can see there, Canada watching US news. Yeah, again, standing there in shock, mouth open, ketchup chips as well. Again, Canada involved in it these days, but yeah, let's watch this one. Tell me what you think about these memes.
So true. This meme is like
I was gonna
100% spot
in the snow.
Yeah, in the snow watching the
Watching US news like y'all are crazy.
game. They had Trump. Everyone's just like, what?
Yeah. Hello.
So yeah, again, this was probably recorded between Trump's 2 times in presidency. I wonder how this meme would be now.
Hi, I'm Christina from the USA.
And I'm Sydney from Canada.
Say sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, you say sorry.
Sorry.
With the A.
Yeah, sorry. If I try and say your way, sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry. My friend has mentioned it, yeah.
Yeah. It's like I hear it a little bit.
Coming from Canada and visiting the US, this is really odd to me. Bagged cereal? Oh my goodness. Is that a thing as well, man, in the US? Obviously Canada has bagged milk, but look at the size of those. And I'm pretty sure all of these cereals are going to just be filled with sugar and in no way healthy.
Oh,
Bag cereal?
Yeah. We have bagged cereal. Sometimes it's not.
Why have I
too
never seen that
common
before?
to get the bagged cereal, but I also remember that there was this brand that was a little bit cheaper. So sometimes you can get the bagged cereal. It's an option. It may not be the most picked. You know, they have mostly box cereal.
Yeah.
But they do have some bagged cereal as well.
Because I know some granola comes in bags, but
That's true.
I've never seen actual cereal like Cheerios or honeycombs or anything like that in a bag.
We have both, but typically people would usually get the box cereal, but the bag is an option. You'll see it in the aisle.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, again, that kind of makes sense. I've had oats, porridge, that sort of thing come in a bag, so that kind of makes sense. But I mean, again, tell me what you think about the difference between, say, cereals or food in general between Canada and the US. Why is American food or US food so filled with sugar and other additives and stuff? And does Canada just have higher food standards or stronger regulation for food than the US, or do you see a lot of unhealthy food similar to this?
Okay.
Yeah, actually, this is kind of sad. But when I see protests in the US, I get a little worried because people are in the US they can be quite expressive. They really believe in their rights and also their beliefs. So when there's 2 different beliefs, then they clash because people are very expressive in the US. It can escalate and turn into riots. So when I see protests in the US, I get a little worried. And I stay away from them because you don't know what's going to happen. There are peaceful protests in the US as well, but riots do happen fairly often when there's protests.
We have a very dark from our 2010 Winter Olympics when Canada lost the hockey game against the States. It was not pretty.
I was gonna say with sports, that's where...
Especially the rivalry between Canada and the US for hockey. It was all over the news. Even internationally, just how bad the Canadian watchers in Vancouver were. They were mega riots. They were vandalizing everything, and there was fires of cars. It was complete mayhem.
Where does that actually come from, in the US or just North America? It's when sports teams wins, that's when riots happen. I feel like it's the opposite way in Europe. Is you'll see sports fans being very badly behaved, and every other week, every other moment, there's hooligans fighting, ultras causing carnage. But when teams win, that's when people are generally celebrate very nicely or very good, and they just have a good time. That's the only time football fans like enjoy it and just be good. I wonder why is that happening in North America? Like when a team wins, that's when you see like the images of like cars being flipped over and fires and that sort of thing. But also when you compare like riots in the US, in Canada, and you can say protests in general, I feel like none of them are really anything in comparison to like the Europeans. If you look at France, for instance, French people go wild when it comes to rioting and protests, and they protest about everything as well. So I feel like both of these countries are not too bad in comparison. I don't know what you think about that. See, USA, snowstorm of the year, schools closed, Canada, such a lovely day.
Such a lovely day, eh?
Have you ever had a snow day?
Yes, I have.
I've never had a snow day. Never.
But it depends too, yeah, because sometimes the roads, it would just be like way too slippery, and we would get like really big blizzards in the East Coast. But nowadays, there's no snow days because people can do like online work and stuff. When I was growing up, there was no internet, you know, like, and we didn't have the option to do work, so we would just have a snow day. It was great. I loved snow days, but like not all the time. So maybe in other places where it doesn't snow as often, they would have it more compared to where I'm from.
I've never, not once, ever had a snow day.
Wow.
It snows even more, and it's colder even more.
And it's even more cold.
Like, some of our buildings in our schools can't function because
the
gets
pipes
so cold.
freeze, right?
Sometimes, but still, we went to school and we had our winter coats on and everything.
Sometimes if it snowed and then it melts and then it gets cold again and then it's just all ice like on the road, then maybe they would call like, it off. But
the out-of-towners, the ones like, because I lived in town, but the ones who had to get bussed in, sometimes they couldn't come to school because buses weren't running for them.
Right.
But a lot of them, unfortunately, their parents were teachers, so the parents had to come to school anyway, so they just got it right with their parents.
Went.
So
Black Friday in the US be like, Black Friday in Canada be like, I'm sorry, pardon me, thank you. Is that still a thing? Does Black Friday still get so wild? I remember watching videos like maybe 10 years ago, it might be now, something like that, in the US, and they all got a bit mad. It was actually quite funny to watch, but sometimes they got a bit serious. Where did that come from? Why do people get so wound up about that? Actually?
I'm sorry. Oh,
Pardon
no,
me.
you're next. Pardon me.
After you.
No, thank you.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
I don't go out on Black Friday because it's just wild, and it's so intense. People like they camp out intense. I do like Cyber Monday.
Oh yeah.
So I just buy stuff online, so I don't even have to go to the store because it's wild out there.
I've seen the scary videos.
For Christmas is such a big holiday, and so people they buy a lot of stuff for Christmas.
Yeah.
So cereal in jugs and milk
in a jug.
in bag.
Egg jug.
Kind of opposite.
Yeah.
I've not seen the one about cereal in jugs before, actually.
Oh, that's funny. So is that like a thing that you put your cereal in jugs?
Those type of jugs, but we'll have like the containers.
Oh, the containers.
Yeah, like we'll have like those glass containers or whatever.
Oh, okay.
But like not everyone does it. My family, we just mainly just use the box. We just had the cereal in the box.
And then you just like
and just like so true.
Wait, is that
the ketchup chips?
Oh my god.
That's so true.
My Canadian friend, he brought ketchup chips to Korea, and I always heard about ketchup chips, and I was like, oh, I want to try them. They're so good. There's such a good flavor.
Those are my favorite growing up.
Okay.
But this meme is like
I was gonna
100% spot.
In the snow.
Yeah, in the snow
watching US news like y'all are crazy.
Oh, there's also other memes. I don't know if we have it here, but
how it feels as a Canadian watching US politics right now, meanwhile in Canada. I mean, yeah, of course, I feel like this has probably changed a little bit now. How do you think it would look?
Like the moose?
No.
There's these two moose, and they're sitting in like...
I mean, I just realised that's a moose there as well, actually. I never really... It's like... Is that real, man?
There's play tub outside, like a play pool.
It's actually quite cute.
And there's a fire, like a car on fire across the street, and there's like Canadians watching American news.
Oh, I love it.
When they had Trump, everyone's just like, what?
Yeah, the whole
World.
world was just kind of
Shocked.
confused about
Yeah.
everything.
Now they're shocked again. Legal, illegal, illegal, legal.
Ah!
What is it saying? Kinder eggs are illegal in the US? Really?
So in the States, guns are legal, but it's illegal in Canada. States, Kinder Surprises are illegal because kids can choke on the candy. Can choke on the toy,
The toy.
in the capsule. But it's legal in Canada.
I had no
because
idea.
We all know kids can differentiate between chocolate and capsule.
Oh, I see.
my God.
Okay then. I mean, I think it's always like a thing that USA have guns.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. No, it's definitely bad.
Not everyone. It also depends where in the States.
True.
Where I'm from, I never saw guns. Ever. Yeah, my parents never had guns. My friends never had guns. Their parents never had guns. It's not common, but maybe down south.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, depends on like how old the kid is. I don't know what kid is gonna swallow that toy. They would have to be very, very young. So maybe
Yeah.
like I would think that instead of illegal, maybe make it like an age restriction
But-
or like a warning to your
Like
parents.
there is warning, but it's completely, you can't buy them in the States because there's been issues.
I had no
I've
idea that
seen
was
it before, but not in the
the
States.
case.
I've seen like pictures of it.
Yeah. It was fun.
I really like seeing memes.
Okay, man. Yeah, I feel like definitely there could be some good memes these days, some different ones. So maybe I'll need to kind of look out for them. If you know of any videos showing any of those, I'd be interested to see. But yeah, like two countries so close can be so different. As shown through the power of memes. Tell me what you think about these. Thanks.